Hi, I am live now, obviously, and I just thought I would just come on a little bit earlier just because, hey, why not? I'm ready, so might as well. But anyway, so I wanted to go ahead and get started because the thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be working on the Christmas tree truck, okay? Now this has been at my craft shows, this has been a pretty good seller. I've sold two in the last craft show that I did. And anyway, and I've got another craft show that is coming up in December, December 10th, and at Sanger. So if you are in Sanger anytime soon, in the next few weeks, at the Sanger High School, I am going to be there. Excuse me. I'm going to be there at the Sanger High School, and I'm going to have this truck is going to be one of them. Many door hangers that I'm going to be doing. So I thought I would do that tonight. Now I've already got 5 door hangers that I've already painted and they're not finished, but I've got them started. So anyway, I'm hoping to get, I don't know whether I'll get this done tonight or not, but anyway, I'm going to try to aim for an hour, maybe an hour and a half for a video, a live, okay? So what I'm going to do first, and I wanted to say, if you are new here, if you do catch it live, or if you happen to catch the replay, I am Lisa from Crafty Door Creations. I sell door hangers. I make wooden door hangers and paint them. And I also do doll clothes too, but that's another little business that I've got. But anyway, so right now I'm mainly focusing on my door hangers, and I'm hoping in the next year to start a paint party business. So if you are interested in hosting a paint party, I will be doing that within the next year. I didn't really want to get it started this right now because it's Christmas is coming, and it's kind of a crazy hectic time for people, so I just thought I would try to get it started in January, because I've never done one before, and I'm going to start out with doing just a one with a few friends that I know, and then build up from there. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there that I am also going to be doing that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the camera, flip the camera down so that you can see the truck that I'm going to start painting. Now, what I'm going to paint first is I have got to paint, I've got to paint any of the parts that are going to be red. I've got to paint that gray first, because the reason for that is because red, a lot of times red is very transparent, and you need to use a base coat underneath a red so that you won't have, otherwise it's going to take you several coats of red to do that. So I'm going to turn this camera down, get it down so that and it may take me a little bit. Now I'm going to so it may take me just a bit. Okay, gotta get this adjusted so that I can see the truck so I can see what I'm working on. May have to adjust this camera, well, the thing a little bit. Okay, let's see. Oops. All right, let's see. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Hopefully this is fairly good. So you can see this fairly good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start with my base coat. My base coat is called a Slate Grey. Okay. I'm using Deco Art paints from Americana. And it's in the Slate Gray is the color. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and squeeze out some of that into my little egg carton. I actually am going to have to, I've got one bottle that is about out, so I'm going to have to use this other bottle here. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, all right, and I am using, right now, I'm using a 1-inch brush, 1-inch flat tip brush. This is what I'm using. Okay. I'm really trying to get this to where you could see it in the screen, in the camera I meant. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and start doing this, putting down this base coat first of all. I'm still kind of raspy. My voice is just still not very good. I don't know when I'm ever going to get my voice back to where it's normal. You know, it's terrible because last Sunday I went to church, but I did not sing in the choir because I can't sing. Seriously, it's terrible. You know, I was earlier today on the way home in the car, I was trying to, you know, just try to sing a little something, you know, a little song like, you know, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, you know, it was coming out like I really sound like, it's so terrible. I sound like, what's his name on Little Rascals, Alfalfa. I do. It's awful. So I'm really hoping that I can get my voice back in the next few days. I just don't know. You know, if I don't get my voice back to where it was before I got this bronchitis and laryngitis, I don't know. I'm probably just going to have to not sing again. I don't know. So, you know, I'm just not going to be able to sing until I can get this crazy voice back. It's really awful. But oh well, you know, it is what it is. So I just have to do what I can do, and I can't do anything else. You know, I'm hoping maybe because this week I'm off. I'm on vacation right now. I am on my Thanksgiving vacation because I work at a school, and So today was my last day. We're off all next week. Hallelujah. Woohoo. So glad. So glad to be off. I'm telling you. It's really good. Good feeling to be. Oh, I don't know what is coming off in my brush. There's something. Oh my goodness. Something is coming off in my brush. I'm going to get my baby wipe out here, because I swear I have not been using any black with that. That's just really, it's really weird. I need to, wash out my brush. I have not had any black in there, and that's really, really weird. That's weird. That is weird. That, anyway, hopefully, let me try this now. I'll try to go over that. Now, once I get kind of around these tires, I am going to use a smaller brush, So once I get around these tires, I will use a smaller brush, because, anyway, so what is everybody doing for Thanksgiving this year? Are you traveling, or you going anywhere? Are you having a lot of family coming over, or what? Leave me a comment and tell me what exactly what you're doing, what you're going to be doing. We are going to be staying home this year. I usually go over to my mom's at Thanksgiving. Sometimes we do. Some years we do, and some years we don't. Some years we just stay at home, and this year we're staying home, and it's kind of good in a way, because then it gives me a chance. I can work on some door hangers for this craft show that I'm going to be doing. So that's kind of good, that I'm going to be staying home. I know my mom would, enjoy seeing us and everything at Thanksgiving, but I don't know. My mom lives in Tennessee. I live here in Texas, so we drive about 9 hours to go see her. So we don't go down there every year at Thanksgiving, but we are going to be going down there at Christmas, so that's good. She'll get to see us at Christmas. So anyway, and by the time I get to see her at Christmas, we'll have already had my craft show. But I really wanted to, since this is the first year that I have done door hangers at the craft show that I do. See, I've done this craft show for, oh gosh, I think I've been doing it since 2013, I want to say. It's been a while. I've been doing this same craft show for a good amount of years, but I usually always do, I do doll clothes, and that's what I have done, up until last spring. And when I started painting, you know, the door hangers, you know. So, so yeah, I mean, I'm going to have the door hangers, and I had a craft show, and I did pretty well. I mean, I sold 6 door hangers, so I'm hoping that I will be able to sell more at this one, because I believe it's a kind of a bigger craft show than the one I did here in Gainesville. Now I'm taking this, I've got a smaller brush here. This is like about a half inch brush. This one too. Where is that black coming from? It's weird. So this is a half inch brush. So I'm just going around here where it's a little bit smaller, you know, a little bit. So going around this window, I want to use kind of a smaller brush to go around this window. So I've got, yeah, I'll have 6 of these door hangers. These the truck with the Christmas tree. I'll have 6 of those done. So that will be good. That will be really good. Now, will I sell them all? I don't know. But you know, if you don't have them, you can't sell them. So, you never know. I think it's always best to have too much than not enough, because, you know, if I only had like 1 or 2 of these, you know, and I think these trucks, I believe seems to be pretty popular with people, you know, so, I can get those done, and hopefully I will be able to sell a lot. And if I don't sell them all, well, I'll just have them for, you know, maybe next year or something like that. So anyway, so now I'm going around this tire now with the gray. And like I said, if you're just now joining me, you didn't hear what I said. The reason why I paint with the gray first is I give it a base coat of gray, because the red is very transparent, and it would take many coats of red, and you don't want that. So use gray around that so that you won't have to have that many coats of red. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. Okay. Now, hopefully I'll be done with this part in just a little bit. I hear my cat is over here meowing. I don't know what he wants. I don't know what he wants. He's already been fed, so it shouldn't be that. I don't know what he wants. I think he just wants attention. He probably just wants me to go and sit down on the couch or something like that. Sorry, buddy. I'm not going to be sitting down on the couch right now. I am painting. You know, I really enjoy coming in and painting after a long day of work. It's been a really long day. But it hasn't been too bad, but sometimes the end of the day can be really, really stressful. Because at the end of the day, I have kindergarten. Oh man. So anyway, you know, they're kind of a challenge, you know, kindergarten. Okay, now I've gotten all of my gray done. I'm going to go ahead and dry it with my dryer. Dry it, let it dry. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoa. I blew something out. They have to. Well, I kind of, there we go. As I was, okay, that's good. You know what, I may have to, let's see over here, I think this, okay. All right, so, no. Well, okay, sorry about that. I'm going to have to fix something here. Okay, can't do that. Okay. Alright, whoops. Hold on. Got a little bit of technical difficulty here. I got my light over here. There we go. And then I had my hair dryer going. Okay, what is it that I can unplug? I'm going to have to unplug something. Let's see. And I've got a little heater. So I can't have too many things plugged in at once. Okay. All right, that's better. All right, I think this is about dry. I may have to hit it a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. All right, now I'm going to go in with my red, okay, on here. Ready for my red now. Now, the red I'm using is, hush, kitty. The red that I am using is tomato red. And this actually is not the Deco Art. The one that I'm using, and if you can see that here. Okay. I got this from Hobby Lobby. This is Anita's acrylic craft paint. And this is tomato red. And the reason why is because they don't have the tomato red at Hobby Lobby and the Deco Art, or at least at Hobby Lobby they don't. Now I don't know. Has anybody ever found the tomato? Maybe you can. I'm sure you can, because I think I saw tomato red at the on Amazon. Okay, I think on Amazon, I think I found tomato red in the Deco Art. So I think you can still get it. It's just, I guess it must be my Hobby Lobby. So anyway, this is what I've used before. I used the tomato red, and I like that better than the better than the primary red. So it'll probably take at least two coats of this red. It'll take at least 2 coats. So I'm gonna try to get this on here, and hopefully I can get this on here pretty fast. I want to try to be a little bit faster. I wish I could. I need to get faster. Painting. I need to quit being such a slowpoke about painting. And so also, when you have wood that you cut out, you have to I have to paint the sides. So after I get the top part painted, I need to paint the sides, because the sides have got to be painted, because this was cut out with the jigsaw and not any kind of a like a Glowforge or anything like that, or a Thunder Laser, which I wish I had one of those, but goodness knows I can't afford it right now. They are pretty expensive. So yeah, maybe one of these days, maybe if I can, maybe if I could start doing paint parties, and if I take off with that, I don't know. I'm hoping I can do, paint parties. I'm just, I don't know. I just hope I can. I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna try to do my best, because I think if I was to ever, if I started doing something like that, doing paint parties, whenever, and I plan on retiring in 2025. That's when, January of 2025, that's when the Texas retirement system, they told me, I talked to some people, and they told me that I could retire 2025, and I would be able to get all my full benefits, if I did that. So, I'm hoping to be able to do that then, So, if I can retire, then I would definitely see. The only problem, with doing paint parties is if I'm working all the time and I don't get off till like 4 o'clock. If I try to do a paint party like during the week, they say that you need to be there, a few hours early. Like you need to, like if your paint party starts at 6 o'clock, then you need to be there at about 4:30, Well, that would be kind of difficult for me, honestly. because the way I work, unless I did it on the weekend. Now, that's the only thing. Now, if I could do it like on a Saturday, you know, that would work out fine. And I probably would try to see if, you know, if anybody could do it like on a Saturday. But I don't know, that may not, especially if you're going to do something at a restaurant or something, that may not always work out because, you know, you can't really do something like that on a, you know, on a Saturday. That would be kind of a busy time for restaurants, and they probably would not want to do like a paint party. So maybe at somebody's house that would be okay to do a paint party on a Saturday, but I just don't, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so that's one thing. I'm hoping that if I can try to do paint parties, you know, maybe I can do it on like either on a Saturday or, I don't know, whenever. We'll see. You know, I don't know. You know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and try to get the sides of these done. So get that done. You know, if you're watching, like it says somebody is watching, please leave a comment and let me know where you are, who you are, and where you're from, so that I can say hi to you. I love people to comment. Anyway. Right now, I don't see any comments right now. Anyway. I'm hoping, I don't have a whole lot of Facebook followers just yet, but I'm hoping to build up my Facebook followers eventually. Maybe doing, you know, some craft shows and stuff like that, you know, and giving people a business card of mine. I'm going to do this right here. Like I said, maybe if I give people a business card, then maybe it's possible. I don't know. You know, one thing that I got, and I'm going to try it out at my next craft show. I got this app called Popple. Has anybody ever heard of Popple? It's basically, it's like a digital business card. I found out about this because there was a YouTube video that I watched about how to do craft shows, and it was this girl, and she was giving some tips about how to do a craft show, and you know, and different things. And one of the things that she talked about was business cards. And she said, there's this app called Popple, and it's basically like an electronic business card. Instead of of course you could still have the regular normal business cards that you always give out. But she said one thing that she noticed was that people, she said she noticed that there were just tons and tons she would just see tons and tons of business cards just on the ground. People would pick up your business card. Take a business card. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Sure, I sure will. Oh, thank you. And yeah, they'll take it. But then a little bit later on, after they leave your booth, you have no idea what they are doing with your business card. They may put it. I mean, I know. I just know me personally. Things go down in my purse and they get lost. I'm telling you. And well, with this Popple app, you share this. You share your business card electronically, and it's got like all the social media that you do, like Facebook. It's got your like Instagram. You can put all those links on this. It's also got, like, if you have any kind of e-commerce, website, or just a regular just a website, or like I do Etsy, if you do something like Etsy, you can put your link to that on there, and all you gotta do is just share it with your and you can either share it by a QR code that's on the site, or do what I do is I've got a Popple device. Uh-oh, there's a hair got on there. I have a Popple device that is on the back of my phone, and basically it just reads what you've got, It just reads your, all your information. So it's really kind of neat, I think. I think it's kind of neat, because if they share that, more likely they're not gonna lose it. They're not gonna throw it away. Like it would be if you just gave them a paper card. You give them a paper card. Well, more likely, I mean, they might not. Maybe somebody might, because just think about what your experience with a card is. A business card. Have you ever? How many business cards really do you keep and you hold on, and you go back to that business card and you go, oh gosh, I've got to give that lady a call. I remember going to this craft show, and now maybe there are people out there that really do, but 9 times out of 10, most people, I know I don't. I don't use a business card to go back and find that person. I usually don't. So, I usually, what I do is I usually just will search, do like a Google search or something like that. So, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you think regular business cards are kind of outdated? I think it's a very good possibility, a real possibility that regular business cards are just kind of outdated, you know. Kind of like the rotary phone, gosh. But anyway, you know, it's still good. I think it's still good to keep and have regular business cards. Nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. But I do think that the Popple device and the app, I think that's a good thing. And now it is free. The Popple is free, but it's for like $14.99. You can get like the Pro, which it just has a few more features. So, I mean, what you could do at first, you could just try it out using the free version. And then, if you think that you really like it, then you can, always go to, the paid version if you think you would like it. Anyway. And I'm getting close to being done with this first coat of red. I'm getting close to being done. And I don't know if I'll get all of this done tonight or not. Because it does seem like it's taken me a while. And I can't really paint past 8 o'clock. I have to kind of sign off at about 8 or before 8 o'clock, because I'm going to be getting a call from my husband. He works, and he always likes to call and check in on me, which I think it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. That's kind of nice that he likes to do that, Anyway, okay, so I am about done with this part. Let's see what time it is. Okay, it's almost 7. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dry this part right here, this red. Whoops. Well, I got a little bit of a drip under here on the side, so I need to try to fix that right there. There we go. All right. Okay, need to fix that. Okay, Now, what happened to my paper towel? Okay, I think, well, that's not it. That's my baby wipe. Oh, I had a paper towel under here somewhere. That's the only bad thing about using a blow dryer. It tends to blow stuff. Oh, there it is. Blow stuff all over the place. So, one of these days I'm going to try to get me one of those dryers that, like, Tamara uses. She has a dryer. It's like a heat gun, more likely. Okay. Now, let me get some more of this tomato red here. And I'm going to do this second coat of red. Because as you can see, I don't know whether you can see it or not. You might not be able to see it, but I can see it. It's got a lot of, you can see a lot of the gray that's showing through. So I'm going to get some more of the red. And I'm going to do another coat. Now, I am going to take I have got another color. It is called Alizeran. I don't know whether that's right or not. Alizeran. Alizeran. I don't know. I hope somebody can tell me how to correctly pronounce that. Alizeran Crimson. Alizeran. Sounds like lizard. Lizard Crimson. Alizeran. Alizeran. I think it'd be much better if they said like Elizabeth Crimson. No, I'm just being silly. All right. But I'm going to do some shading with that color. Alizeran Crimson. A crimson. A crimson. That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to call it. A crimson. Anyway, it's a kind of a darker red. I'd say, I don't know exactly what you'd call it. It's almost like a burgundy or something like that. But anyway, I'm going to do some shading around the wheels and then some of the parts of the truck. I'm going to do some shading with that. So anyway, with the Alizeran Crimson. But I'm going to get the rest of it painted first so that I can get that done. I had my heater going a few minutes ago because in this little room, it's been cold here in Texas. I don't know where y'all are from, but I live in Texas, and the last few days have been cold here in Texas. We've been, today it was a little bit cooler than it was yesterday. Yesterday was really pretty nice once it got, once the sun came out. Now the morning was like about 29, but the yesterday afternoon was really not too bad. It was like about close to 60 in the afternoon, you know. It was close to 60, but today, I don't know. I don't think it got much above 50 degrees. It was pretty cool today. But the only thing was it was not as cold. The morning was not as cold. It was like about 38, 37. Because I know when I was driving to work this morning, I have a little, my car will do a little alarm thing saying that low outside temperature, and it said 37. So I think that is it could have gotten lower than that earlier in the morning, but about around 7 o'clock, that's what it was. It was about 30, 37, 36 or 37, something like that. But anyway, So, like I said, it's kind of cool. And this room that I'm in, it doesn't get a whole lot of heat to it. The central air and heat does not. I mean, there's vents in here, and I keep the door open to this room so that the heat from the living room and stuff will kind of come in here, so it won't be quite so cold. But when it gets real cold, I mean, I'm talking, you know, highs in the teens or 20s or teens, it just, you can't use a little heater, and you can't use a little heater here because it just doesn't heat it very well. This little space heater that I have, it just does not heat it very well. So I can't do anything out here when it gets so bad like that. Like, I remember a couple of years ago, I think it was a couple of years ago. Was it a couple? Or, well, yeah, I think it was. Anyway, a couple of years ago, around here in Texas, we had a very big freeze. I mean, terrible freeze. We had some snow, but then we also had terrible, I don't know, I'm sure some of you have heard about it, our big snowmageddon that we had around here. And everybody, you know, everybody lost their electricity. Everybody. And so, you know, the power grid just did not, it failed on us. And so everybody was without heat. And, you know, they called off school, of course, because of the snow and stuff. But, and I was kind of like, oh yeah, you know, don't have to go to school. I can get in my little room and do some work on some stuff. No, didn't get a chance to do that because it was so cold. It was so cold, and there was no way. And plus, another thing, I didn't have electricity, so I couldn't have done anything if I wanted to. So that was kind of a bummer. You know, you got the days off, you're out of school, and you can't do any crafting, and that's really bad. That's bad if you're out of school and you can't do any crafting because there's no heat and no electricity. So I don't want that to happen again. I certainly hope that we don't have something like that happen again. I don't know. I just but anyway, so anyway, hopefully it will be not a real bad winter. Just like I said, not looking forward to it. Right. So I'm getting this second coat done, and I'm gonna go in with the shading in just a little bit. Okay. All right, so I am going to go ahead and get this Alizeran Crimson. I'm probably butchering the name, and if I am, I'm so sorry. Alizeran. I just don't know. I hope somebody pops in here and tells me, you know, yeah, this is how you pronounce this. It's not that, it's this. So I don't know. I hope I can get that right. Okay, so I'm going to do some shading with that. And I better put my brushes in water. I don't want them to dry out. Okay, I'm going to be doing some shading. So first of all, I'm going to grab a little bit of my red. And then on the corner of my brush, let's see if you see. Anyway. Okay. The very corner, oops, I'm moving my brush around. The very corner of the brush, I'm going to just kind of sweep it around. So it'll just give a little bit of shading. So we're doing that hubcap. That's what we're doing. I mean, not hubcap. Fender. I guess you call it fender. I guess a fender. What is that? What is that around the wheel? Would that be a fender? I guess it is. Anyway. So we're going around, sweeping around here. Like that. Okay. All right, get a little bit more. Do on this other side. Okay, I need to try to, I'm also going to take this crimson and I'm going to do a little bit right here. That's kind of like where the door would be there. Then I'm also going to do around here, around the front, a little bit with that. Okay. And I'm also going to do a little bit on the back end of the truck with that. Okay. All right. And I think I need to try to dry this if I could. Need to dry this. Okay. Okay, so hopefully this is fairly pretty well dried. Okay. Okay. The next thing, let me see right there. Okay. All right, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do this window right here. And the colors that I'm going to use for that is the gray sky, and then I'm a little bit of the slate gray, not much, but just a little bit. Okay, gray sky for that, and slate gray. Let's see, yeah, and a little bit of slate gray. Okay. All right. So, and I'm going to use my smaller brush for that. I think I need to, I'll be right back. I need to wash out my brushes. My water is really bad. Okay. All right. I'm so sorry. I had to go and change my water. That water, you know, that red water. Anyway. Okay. So now I've got my 1/2-inch brush, and I'm going to start working on the window thing. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting that. Try to get that outlined. And I may need to turn my door hanger, my sign around here so I get back to it better. Oh, there he goes again. There he goes. He's meowing. I don't know why. He's been fed. Shouldn't be anything that he's wanting other than he just wants me to go and sit down on the couch so that he can just lay there next to me. I think that's what he wants because he's been fed. You know, there's no reason why he needs to be meowing at me other than he just wants me to go sit down with him. Well, sorry, buddy. Sorry. Can't right now. I will a little bit later. But right now, I have something a little bit more important to do. I have more important things to do than to sit down on the couch with you. But I'm sorry. Poor baby. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to draw that. I'll draw that. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do another coat of that gray. Okay. Okay, so now with this darker gray, I'm going to put just a little bit on my brush. I'm just going to kind of do some little streaks through it to make it look like, you know, to make it look like it's a window, you know. So some few streaks. Okay, so that's that. There we go. We got our streaks on our window there. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do next, I think I'm going to save the wheels for last because that's got black, and I really want to save that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in with the green. Now I'm using, for the green of the Christmas tree, I am using holly green. Okay, so holly green for the Christmas tree, and I can put a list of the colors in a post. Okay, so if you care to see what what all colors that I used. I can put I can put in another post. I can put a list of the colors that I used. Okay, so for the Christmas tree, the green of the Christmas tree, I'm going to use the holly green. Okay, and I'm also going to do some some little accents with Hauser Dark Green. Okay, but right now I just want to get the green on. Okay, so I just want to slap that green on there. Okay, so we get it on there. Okay, so we want to get that on there, and I might even use. I think I'm going to use my big brush because until I get down here where I have to try to be a little bit more careful with it. I'm going to use my big brush for that because it's sort of a big area right there to paint, and it helps to have a bigger brush. So, and there again, I'm going to have to do the sides. All those edges are going to have to be painted with this with this green, because this is a cut with a jigsaw, and so it doesn't have the nice, perfect little, you know, burnt edges. But anyway, so that's what you gotta do. Now I'm going to get when it gets closer to the edge of this truck, I'm gonna grab my smaller brush. I just like to, when a little bit more detail, I just like to use a smaller brush. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do the edges of this so I can get that done and out of the way. So I like to kind of get that done. I like to get that part out of the way. So I'm doing all of these edges. So who out there has already got their Christmas decorations up? Has anybody else got their decorations up for Christmas? I have not. Well, my husband did get, we bought a new little blow-up thing for our outside. Our Santa that we had last year, he finally kind of went kaput, and we had to get a new one. We've had that same Santa blow-up thing for several years, and so we had to get a new one. We went to Target and got one. It's a pretty good, it's a pretty nice Santa. He stands up and he's holding a candy cane. I think he's kind of cute. But anyway, he put that out there this afternoon outside. I've still got something else that I need to put out there. I've got a snowman, that blow up snowman that I've had for a few years. He's kind of in a little bad shape too, but he's not as bad as the Santa Claus, so I don't know how much longer he will last, you know. Who knows? Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with that. Okay, now I'm going to get my little smaller brush. I'll get this 1/2 inch brush, and I'm going to go down here, get this down here. There. And he is still telling me that he does not like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing with him. He wants me to, I don't know. I don't know what he wants me to do. My cat, anyway, if you are just joining me, my cat is over here rubbing on my leg, and he's meowing, meow, sounding so pitiful. He sounds so pitiful, like he wants me. He's been fed, so I don't really think that is the thing. He loves to lay on the couch have me lie with him on the couch or sit. He wants me. Actually, what he does is he will sit on the couch in the corner, but he wants to have that space. He wriggles his way in between me and the corner of the chair, you know. So he wants that little space there, you know. And he likes to lay there and sleep. So I have a feeling that's probably what he wants me to do, is just for me to go in there and sit down. You don't have to have me to sit down with you. You can lay down on the couch without having me. I'm trying to be very careful getting along this edge. In fact, it looks like I got on the edge of the truck a little bit, so I'm going to have to try to go get my baby wipe and try to get that off there. And now this green, you don't have to worry about this green covering. You don't have to put, you know, any kind of a base coat under it or anything. It covers pretty good. So I don't know. I may have to do another coat, and at least on some places I may have to just look. I got to get me a baby wipe because there's some green on this on the truck. So I gotta try to get that off because I'm kind of seeing it. I don't like that. Okay. I'll try to do that again. I tend to be, I don't know about y'all, but I tend to be too much of a perfectionist. Like, oh, it's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. But honestly, it does not need to be perfect. I mean, I think a lot of times we are probably our worst critics of stuff, you know. So I really don't think that it has to be that perfect. I'm going to go over this again. Okay. Then I'm going to try to dry this, and after I dry this, I take that back. Maybe I won't dry it. I think while it's wet, I think I'll go in with that. I'm going to do the little dark Hauser green. That's holly green. What did I do with my Hauser Dark Green? Oh, here it is. Okay, I didn't see it. What did I do with it? Okay. I'm going to use the dark Hauser green, and that's going to be for the little the Christmas tree, you know. So I'm going to use let's see what brush am I going to use for that, because I think I'm going to use this round tip brush to do that. I'm going to do some like, you know, Christmas tree has some, so I'm going to use this round tip brush, you know. It's kind of like so while it's wet, you don't need to dry it. While this holly green is wet, you know, go in with a round tip brush, and you're going to just do some swooshes. Swoosh, 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 swoosh. Like that. And it kind of gives it a more of a 3D effect, like you've got, you know, the limbs of the Christmas tree. Okay, so how do y'all like that so far? That looks pretty good, huh? Yeah, see, so you've got, with this dark Hauser green, you've got some little swooshies, you know, because that's the limbs. That's the limbs of the tree, okay? All right, so let's see, what's my time getting to be? Whew, goodness, 7:38. Okay, I need to make sure that I am done before, or at least done with, now I'm not done. I won't get done with this because I'll have to have detail stuff done, and I'll have to have Merry Christmas written across here. And what I'll have to do with that is I will have to get my stencil, my template that I have. I have to have my template, and I'm going to have to trace that on with the graphite paper. Okay, so the graphite paper, I'm touching up a little bit right here. I got some of that green on here. Just kind of touching that up a little bit. So I will trace that on here. Okay. All right. And so then next thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to work on the wheels. Okay. So I'm going to do the wheels next. So I'm going to push this up here so you can see the wheels. Let's see. Can you see them? Okay. Did I see. Okay. Can you see that okay? All right. I'm going to use black. No, you know what? For the middle part, I'm going to go ahead and do the middle, this round middle thing first. So I'm going to probably use this flat tip brush again that I had used before. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to just go around here and do kind of a little circle thing in the middle using that gray sky. That's what I'm using for the circle in the middle. And the reason why I'm going to do this first is because if I make any mistakes, you know, if I make mistakes with the black, then the black, it's kind of really pretty hard to cover because black covers pretty well. So if I make a mistake with that, then it's, like I said, it's hard to. So I'll use the gray. I'll do this gray first, middle part, and then I'll get this part dried, and then I'll do the black part. Oops. See, I kind of got on the outside. Now, if I had done black first, it would have been anyway. So anyway, it's not that big of a deal because, like I said, the black will cover it. So, but if I had, okay. Oops. All right. Now, let me get a dryer here, and I'm going to dry the middle part of it. Okay. Now I need to do another coat of that gray. So I'm going to do another coat of that gray because it didn't quite get covered very well. So I'm going to do another coat. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and get off. Get out again. Okay. Now I'm ready for my black wheels. Ready for my black. Get my wheels done black. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna paint my black wheels. And I do think I need to do the edges of this first of all. Let me get this edge first. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is, I think that I'm going to use this round tip brush around around this edge, just so that, you know, so that I can be careful around there and around the where the circle is. So I'm going to use this round tip brush. So if you are watching, those of you who are watching, because I see that there are 2 people that's watching right now. Those of you who are watching, please make sure that you share my live video. I would really appreciate it if you would share it, because I think if you share it, it really helps me out. You know, because helps me out. I could possibly get more followers, more likes, and so anyway, that would be great. I would love that. I would love to have more people out there. The more the merrier, I'd say. Anyway, I certainly hope these wheels look all right. I hope these wheels, I'm trying to get them to where they look round. Somehow or another, I want to sing. I can't sing because I'm horrible. My voice is terrible, but I'm seeing a wheel somehow. And I guess it's just because I've been in the teaching business for several years, but you know, I want to sing the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Anyway, silly. But I do. I sometimes want to sing the wheels on the bus, you know. And I've got wheels here, so I want to sing the wheels on the bus. Okay, so I'm going to go and do this other one, this other wheel. And I'll try to get the edge of this. The edge of this first, like that. Get that done, get that over with. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. Oh, okay. Yep. That's what happens when you work with kids all day long. You start singing their little songs. We've been in a library today. That's what I do. When I'm not here, I work in a library at school, in the elementary school, and with the pre-K and with kindergarten too, but with pre-K, I've been doing. I do a theme with them. With the books that I read to them, I do a theme, a certain theme, and you can't see me. I'm going to turn this around so you can see me doing this. The theme that we've been doing this month, the month of November, is a farm theme, which I think it goes pretty well with fall and, you know, because fall and farm and I don't know. Anyway, so today's book, it was a very, very cute book. I highly recommend it if you've got grandchildren. This book was called Chickens to the Rescue. I loved it. It was so cute. It's a book. It's about a farmer and he loses something. And the chickens, I won't tell you the whole thing in case you want to try to get it yourself. But anyway, so he loses something and the chickens go and get it for him. And so it says, chickens to the rescue. And they go and they rescue every day. It starts out with Monday. On Monday, farmer, I can't remember what his name was. Farmer something. Can't remember. But anyway, lost his watch down the well. Chickens to the rescue. And so the chickens come to the rescue of the farmer. And then it's like every day, all day during the week, on Tuesday, the farmer's wife was too tired to cook dinner. Chickens to the rescue. And each time something happens to somebody in the family, each day, they come to the rescue. They do something for them, And at the end, it's very, you have to get the book. It's so cute. It's so cute what the chickens do. What happens at the end of this story. It's so cute. So then we read a book, and then I will usually do some sort of activity with them after we read the book. So I'll either do like a little finger play, or we'll sing a little action song or something, or we do something that is on the felt board, and you know, and they love it. They love it. So anyway, sometimes we do stuff with counting and everything, and so it's really good. It's since they, you know, they don't check out books pre-K, since we're with the rotation and the specials, they don't check out books but which is really kind of a good thing, because honestly, I think that for pre-K, they would probably end up losing them anyway. And when years ago, I did have pre-K checking out books, and it was not good. Honestly, it was not good, because they would lose it. They would damage the book, and they just, you know, at that age, honestly, they're not that responsible at that age, you know. And so, especially when they have to be going, you know, from their classroom to the gym and all that, so it just makes it a lot easier on everybody who is involved if they can just not check out books. But anyway, so we get plenty of you know, library experiences. So they get lots of literature experience with having a story read to them, and, you know, and then doing little things that has something to do with the story and everything like that. Okie dokie. Okay, now it is almost 8 o'clock. So I think I'm going to be saying good night to everyone. And this is not completely finished, because I still have detail work to do, and I have to trace the Merry Christmas across the front and get the bow on it and everything. But you can kind of see how it's coming along. I think it's coming along pretty cute. It's going to be really nice once I get, you know, the lettering on it and everything. I think it's going to be just really cute. And of course, like I said, little detail work and everything. Okay, so I am going to say good night to everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will be posting pictures of this once it is done. And so if you have any questions, you just shoot me a question, a comment, any time you like. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm not able to see my comments on my iPad. So somebody asked, what kind of paint am I using? I'm just looking up here at my phone. I use Deco Art paint from Americana, and I get that at Hobby Lobby. All right. Hi, Susan. I am sorry that I didn't get you. I don't know why, but my iPad. Oh, I see it now. Okay. And I see that my sister was watching. I don't know why. I guess I did. I guess I need to. How much do I charge for my door hangers? I charge about $30. Okay. All right. I guess I'm going to see y'all later. All right. I'm glad that y'all were watching. I guess next time I'm going to have to tap my iPad. I'm going to have to be a little bit better about this. So, yeah. Okay. I hope y'all all have a great night, and try to watch me again on Friday night. Every Friday night I'm going to try to do this. Okay. All right. Bye.